I mean, it's hard. Like when someone has a financial issue, they're worried that you're going to judge them.
Oh,
And,
sure.
like we have a hearing coming up next week where the Department of Revenue is trying to take our client's sales tax license. And so it's a restaurant. And the reason that's happening is because there have been multiple deals that our client has violated. Unfortunately, what's happened is, like during COVID, her business went down. There's been some ebbs and flows. So like she'll get into a payment plan, but business will be bad and then is unable to pay it.
Yep.
And I think the lesson there is I wish she had hired us back then, because they are flexible with you if you approach them in like good faith and explain what's going on, right?
Yep.
And I think for her it was like put my head in the sand and hope bad things don't happen. So now after like the third or fourth time, they're like, hey, we're going to take your license. Now we're not going to let them take her license. I mean, there are plenty of people that are employed by this restaurant. It would be very bad for the community.
Yep.
What the government cares about is, we don't want this to happen again. And we need a resolution that will work for both sides. So we're not having a meeting about how you didn't pay the payment plan or whatever a year from now.
Yeah.
And, when we started it, I was like, hey, client, this is simple. We can do what's called an offer in compromise with the state. They won't go less than the tax you owe, but they would waive the penalties and interest if your financial situation is such that you can't repay them over 5 years. So the Georgia Department of Revenue will generally give you a 5-year payment plan. And she can't pay it, like, out of her cash flow currently. So I'm like, we just need to show them that. Like, let's give them the actual data. And then we kept asking for it. She's not producing it. We're getting frustrated because we're like, you got your
solution right here.
Yeah, are you messing her? Like, what's going on? Well, ultimately, she was too embarrassed to tell us that she owed her bookkeeper money. And, she's basically playing whack-a-mole because they have financial problems. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad you told me this. Now we can understand. Like, we can, do a quick and dirty P&L for you. Like, give us your bank statements. It won't be financially accurate because we're not accountants, but, I can look at the money that's coming in and the money that's going out. And that's and that's honestly how the government does it.
Really?
Then they focus on, well, what's going out? Is any of it unreasonable, right? Like,
correct.
You say you're broke, but like you just bought a Ferrari, right? So, but I'm like, hey, we can at least start there. And then, like, let us talk to your bookkeeper. Like, maybe we can work something out, or, maybe we could hire somebody else, So it's like, we're here to help and solve the problem, but we can't do that unless you're honest with us about what's going on.